Welcome back to Rare Coin Archive, where your spare change might just be a hidden fortune. Imagine this. A single 50-cent coin, just one little piece of South African currency, selling for over $10,000. That's right, a coin that many of us would casually toss into our pockets or leave buried in a drawer is now considered one of the most coveted rarities in the world of African numismatics. But what makes the 1988 South Africa 50-center coin so special? Why are collectors scrambling for this seemingly ordinary coin? And, just maybe, could you have one of these hidden away in an old jar? Stay with us, because this is more than just a coin story. It's the discovery of a lifetime, and it could change your financial future. Let's rewind the clock a little. Back in the 1980s, the South African 50-cent coin was a familiar sight. It was a workhorse of everyday transactions, used for bus rides, small purchases, and perhaps tucked away in the backs of wallets or forgotten on countertops. By the time 1988 rolled around, these coins were being minted in high volumes, used in circulation across the country. Little did anyone know, however, that tucked away in those same stacks of routine change were a select few coins that would go on to fetch prices in the tens of thousands. And this is where the story of the 1988 South Africa 50-center coin gets exciting. At first glance, it looks just like any other coin in your pocket. Reverse side. The iconic South African coat of arms, flanked by the country's name in both English and Afrikaans. Simple, clean, and familiar. Obverse side. The denomination and year of issue, rounded off by the classic design that many of us recognize. But here's the twist. There's something special hiding beneath the surface, and it all starts with a mint error. You see, while most 1988 50-cent coins were struck without issue, a rare few were struck on the wrong metal planchet, the disc that the coin is minted onto. Instead of the usual cupronickel, the typical metal used for the coin, these specific coins were struck on a different type of metal entirely, possibly nickel or aluminum bronze. This was a massive mistake on the part of the mint, but for collectors, it was a dream come true. Why does this matter so much? When a coin is struck on the wrong metal, it becomes a mint error, and mint errors are gold mines for numismatists. A coin with a mismatched metal can be worth many times more than the same coin made with the intended material. For the 1988 South Africa 50-center, this error created a collectible so rare, it sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. But that's not all. The magic of this coin doesn't end with the metal mistake. There's another error that can elevate its value even further: the double die error. This happens when the dies used to strike the coin become misaligned, causing the design on the coin to appear doubled or blurred. This is incredibly rare, and when it occurs, the resulting coin becomes one of the most desirable collectibles on the planet. Imagine the sheer excitement of spotting one of these coins in your collection. It's like finding a treasure chest buried in your pocket change. Now, let's talk about condition. Just as important as the error itself is the state of the coin. In order to reach that lofty price of $10,000, the coin needs to be in pristine condition. We're talking about a coin that is graded MS66 or higher, which means it's nearly flawless, no scratches, no wear, no discoloration. For a coin that was originally used as everyday currency, finding one in such mint condition is a rare stroke of luck. But that's exactly what happened with the coin that recently sold for $10,000. It had the rare mint errors, but it was also in such impeccable shape that it could have been freshly minted yesterday. And here's the kicker. When coins like this sell for astronomical sums, counterfeits and fakes are never far behind. So how do you make sure you're not being duped into buying a replica instead of a rare treasure? Let's arm you with a few quick tips to help you spot a fake coin before you make a costly mistake. Weigh it. A normal 1988 South Africa 50-center coin weighs about 5.7 grams. If it's lighter or heavier than that, it's time to be suspicious. The magnet test. Real South African 50-cent coins are not magnetic. If your coin sticks to a magnet, it's either a fake or made from the wrong material entirely. Look at the details. Inspect the design closely. Genuine coins have sharp, clean lines, and the engraving should be crisp. Counterfeits often look blurry, uneven, or poorly struck. Check the color. Authentic coins have a warm, silvery hue due to their cupronickel composition. If your coin is unusually shiny, silver, or gold in appearance, it could be a planchet error or just a replica. Examine the edge. Real coins usually have a smooth, consistent edge. Fake coins may show signs of bubbling, seams, or other irregularities. If your coin passes all of these tests, congratulations! It might just be the real deal. But before you start counting your newfound wealth, make sure to get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its rarity and condition. So why 1988? Why not 1987 or 1989? The answer lies in South Africa's transitional minting period. The late 1980s were a time of change for the country's currency system. Due to rising costs and inflation, South Africa was beginning to phase out smaller denominations and experiment with new materials for coins. Transitional years like 1988 often lead to minting errors, repurposed dies, and other inconsistencies, all the perfect ingredients for rare coins to appear. This is why 1988 is particularly prized among collectors. But don't sleep on 1987 and 1989. Some collectors have also found similar errors in these years as well. While these are less common than 1988 errors, they're still worth keeping an eye out for. In fact, one lucky collector in Johannesburg recently unearthed a rare 1988 50-cent coin tucked away in an old drawer. It had an odd, almost silver tone, unlike anything they had seen before. After months of research and verification, that single coin sold at auction for over $10,000. Imagine the thrill of discovering that hidden treasure in your own home. A coin, overlooked for decades, just waiting for the right person to recognize its true value. Pro tip: it's always a good idea to check old piggy banks, coin jars, and change containers for these types of rare finds. Coins that seem inconsequential now might just be valuable pieces of history waiting for the right collector to discover them. So, there you have it, the 1988 South Africa 50-center coin. A seemingly ordinary coin with a fascinating story of mint errors, rare metal mismatches, and incredible value. Who knew that something as small as a 50-cent piece could change your life? Whether you find one in your own collection or spot it at an auction, remember, no coin is too small to be valuable. If you learned something new today, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on the next hidden treasure. Got a rare coin story of your own? Share it in the comments. We'd love to feature it in a future video. Until next time, stay curious, keep collecting, and remember, one coin can change everything.